Hi, I kind of have a teeny tiny Steam sale addiction, which has resulted in a massive backlog of games. So it's time to shop from the archive I already own, rather than be tempted by another bank-draining game deal. Starting with Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Awarded Best Action Game of 2019 by the Game Awards, Sekiro encourages players to carve your own path to vengeance, as it's from the developers From Software, creators of Bloodborne and Dark Souls. Death is pretty much inevitable. So what possessed a cozy, casual, easily distracted gamer to buy this game in the first place?
I think I'm supposed to go through that door, but there's a guy there, and I don't know if he's friendly. But I'm kind of guessing he's not going to be friendly. Just because okay, yep, definitely not friendly, bye!
Well, my idea of a challenge is things like trying to run from the wasps in Animal Crossing, or conquer the feat that is Sarju's Journey of the Prairie King. It's a far cry away from the rage-inducing, complex world of Souls-like game. Sekiro is known for its challenging gameplay, its need for precise timing, quick reflexes, qualities which I most definitely lack.
Although I do like to fool myself into believing that I can no damage bosses on the first go, until I'm quickly reminded of my social standing. I'm going to destroy you, I'm going to chop you up like an onion, I'm going to show you what elite is, I'm going to fight. Oh. Wow, okay. I'm still alive though, I'm still going to get you. You're going to die. You're going to really suffer. I hate you. So again, why this game? Honestly, I'm ambitious. I'm probably somewhat delusional. In my delusional world, this is like one of the Mount Everests of gaming, and I want to tick it off my gaming bucket list. So what is this game about? The story follows Wolf, a highly skilled shinobi. Wolf is loyal to the divine hare. Unfortunately, the hare is kidnapped by this guy, who wishes to exploit the hare for his powerful bloodline. Wolf tries to protect the hare but fails, loses his arm and self-worth in the process. The main game focuses on his quest for redemption as he resolves to fulfill his duties as a shinobi. Resurrected and equipped with a new prosthetic, Wolf is given a second chance to defend his honour. And while Wolf may not have been entirely happy with the new addition to his life, I personally really loved having the various prosthetic tools like the grapple hook. So King Kong's brother is kind of chilling down there. Last time I jumped down he wasn't very welcoming. I'm thinking I should be able to swoop in like a seagull with this grapple, do a sort of swoosh in, hit, run, swoosh out strategy maybe? Let's see. Okay, no. I'm gonna grapple away. Oh my god, wee. Okay, I like this. It's good work. Okay, jump up there, run. Whee!
Fatality.
Journeying through war-torn Japan, Wolf encounters a variety of formidable and deadly enemies. From mythical beings to rival shinobi who wish to control the power of the bloodline. Sekiro is full of difficult battles and complex characters. Although the battles often made me want to hurl my laptop through a window, I thoroughly enjoyed the variety of enemies. The cutscenes and dialogue kept me invested throughout, and the rich, well-woven character arcs were a joy to discover. I was always eager to find out what's next. I know I still have a lot yet to explore, more dialogue to exhaust, more items to locate. But it's nice to know that should I return to this game, if I'm brave enough to tackle it twice, I'll be able to uncover all I missed out on, including the optional mini-bosses I previously ran from. Oh god, who is this guy? Just can't get a break around here. Put your sword down. You know what, fine, I will. I don't want to fight you. I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I need to get out. Just leave me alone. Sekiro places importance on choices, all of which have significant implications towards Wolf and the meaning of loyalty. As someone who struggles with indecisiveness, this was additional torture as I was terrified of choosing the wrong thing. However, the choices are vital in guiding the character's moral dilemmas, and every choice examines the implications of the dragon's heritage. pushing the narrative that immortality divides and isolates, threatening the natural cycle of life and death, and ultimately results in sacrifice for all. Oh shit. What do I choose? I mean, if we disappoint Papa, then we'll be grounded for life, but then the other option is not great either, because then all of humanity is probably, well, fucked. I don't know what to pick. I mean, part of me kinda wants to see what happens if we go with the bad guys, like the mwahaha part of me, but then the angel inside is just like, no, be good. And we've suffered a lot for the Lord, so to ruin that now seems kinda just not the right option. Oh, I think we're going to be loyal, aren't we? Yep. It's a good job this isn't being timed because, Farah, you might as well sit down because I'm going to take a few business days to figure this out. The game is beautiful. The varying locations are a lot of fun to explore, and at times I often felt like a tourist rather than a shinobi on a quest for revenge. I catch myself stopping in the rare moments when no enemy was near to admire the landscapes and the attention to detail. Ooh, this is cool. Whoa. Okay, that is a big boy. Wow. Okay, yes, slightly terrifying. I mean, what else is lurking underneath that water? Whatever surprises does this game have in store? I was just minding my business, admiring the view, thinking of moving here, and then whoa. However, I did get lost a lot, mainly due to my inability to recognise areas which I'd already travelled through. A lot of parkour was required to travel between some areas, which resulted in a lot of risky moves. I was also one of those people who hovered near the edge too many times, and half my total death count came from my own stupid mistakes. I do love, however, that there is a fast travel feature. It saved me on multiple occasions. How often I had to retrace my steps. I think if there had been no fast travel feature, I would have given up a lot sooner. I also spent most of the game living in poverty. It took me too long to realise that coins had to be manually collected and didn't just magically float to me. Combined with the fact that I died consistently, whatever progress I made financially was automatically halved and eventually ruined. So when I did remember to collect the coins, it wasn't long before they were straight back out of my pockets. You're broke? I'm broke. I've been through torture, I've been through pain, I have been suffering, I have died and came back to life so many times, and still I have got no money to my name. You've got the audacity to ask me for money? Take a look at me, I've got nothing. I need your charity, not the other way about, and you want to charge me 10 whatever? Nah, not today. Not today. But I guess it adds to the challenge, and perhaps I just need to get good. During my first playthrough, I'm afraid I must have missed out on a lot of locations and hidden lore. I found barely any of the multiple prosthetics available, and I'm certain there are more unlockables and skills to be discovered. I fear I was too busy running away from the enemies and I didn't pay enough attention to my surroundings and potential new pathways. Should I ever recover from the trauma and replay this game, I'd definitely like to take my time with it and not rush through it. But I guess that's what first playthroughs are for. You make mistakes, you miss things, and it's only when you go back and reflect and do it all again that you realise and uncover how much there actually is. When it comes to the boss fights, I'm a coward. I flee at every opportunity. I go full on offense rather than learning the rhythm required to fight the battles. I'm reluctant to defend. I prefer to lash out in quick succession, which does not work for all bosses. And that's why I lost count of how many times I died. Sekiro needs players who are patient enough to learn the combat and not rush through it. Take your time with it, explore it, learn everything. Take advantage of the skill points. That's something I would definitely take time to learn and invest my points in. I did did not take advantage of it at all, and I feel it could have really benefited a lot of those boss fights. Because that's what it's there for. And I just ignored it for the most part. I just went full on hack and slash. Stealth is also something that should be considered when playing this game. I have a tendency in games to be rather loud. I would rather just run up to enemy, shout in their face and then kill them. But on this, you really do need to consider sneaking up on them. Consider taking the time to be quiet and observe. Don't always rush up to the enemy. Memorize everything, memorize their attacks, memorize what they do. Use that to your advantage and use it against them. I will admit I have still yet to defeat the final boss. He is disgustingly good and I am not at the stage of defeating him. I actually surrendered. I waved my white flag. There is no way in hell anytime soon that I am going to be able to do it. I'm going to need to replay the whole game, I think, and try and learn the mechanisms before I even attempt it again. I think luck is not going to get me through this, but I will say for those who have managed to somehow defeat and slay, the feeling of victory is incredibly satisfying. The elation after each fight is incredibly addictive. And I think that's what keeps you going through the game, is you want to see how much worse it gets. Some of my favourite fights had to be none. Because they're all pretty cool in their own way. I don't really have a favourite. They all traumatise me and left me with a lot of questions about why I was playing the damn game. I love the mix of mythical and realism within battles. The mix between fighting with real men and fighting with those who are trained with Satan himself. It was exciting discovering new characters and creatures. However, there was one enemy that I detest with all my being, more so than the final boss. It was those damn dogs. Every time I turned my back, or even relaxed for just a second, those dogs would be there. They hunted me. They found me and they destroyed me. Way more times than I can count. Sekiro is a well-crafted, immersive game with a fantastic plot and characters. It deserves time and patience and should be played to its fullest. It is difficult, there is no denying its challenging gameplay, but it is extremely rewarding. Throw yourself into its world, rewind and replay it. Become a skilled shinobi. Well, for me personally, I'm putting it back into my to be continued list as I take a break and re-strategize. When I do return to it, I plan to conquer it. Don't let it linger in your backlog if you own it. While it may not be to everyone's taste, give it a chance first. Take revenge, restore your honour, kill ingeniously.